Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Vicky, and I am here with a collab with my fam CJ from CJ and Sharice. And today you guys, we are cooking like the Cannons. CJ and I are going to attempt to duplicate AJ from hashtag the Cannons oxtails recipes. Today I will be presenting to you some oxtail stew. So sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy. If this is your first time visiting me, I hope today's video finds you in a place that you would like to come back for more. And if that is the case, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. So today, you guys, I have omitted out a lot of the steps just for timing purposes. I had already soaked our oxtails. So right now, I'm just, rinsing them off, making sure there's nothing grimy or anything on there after our soak. I was lucky to find a couple packs of some nice size oxtails on there, and I can't even complain too much about the price because lately oxtails have been very expensive. After we have rinsed those oxtails off, we're going to go ahead and get ready to season them up. I will be using Himalaya pink salt for the salt seasoning, and then we're going to go ahead and use some pepper, black pepper. You guys, everything that I use seasoning wise is not measured. I always tell people season to your liking. If you think I'm using too much, please use less. We're going to go ahead and start our browning process on these oxtails. It's very, very important that we sear all sides of these oxtails. AJ stressed that in his video. So we are going to sear these up. My Dutch oven wasn't quite large enough to sear them all, so this will be a two-step process with the oxtails. So we went ahead and we start searing them. I flipped the oxtails over just to make sure we get an even sear on all sides of these oxtails. And believe it or not, you guys, just from the salt and pepper, the aroma from the oxtails is starting to really come together. It's starting to smell nice and yummy. Please don't forget to go check out CJ over at CJ and Sharice to see what he's cooking up. And here we have the oxtails seared. That is our first batch. I think they're coming out looking good. We're going to use the remaining of the oil. Again, you guys, I am using olive oil. And we're going to add in the other batch of the oxtails. My apologies for the angle. It's pretty hard trying to record and cook at the same time with one hand. And if you see those little teeny bot pieces of oxtails, they're actually going to be cooked for my grandpa Brooks. He will have his own pot. Okay, so you guys, after we had seared all of our oxtails and Brucey has his in his own pot in the back, we're going to go ahead and start the next steps. In that same oil, I did not drain anything, add anything. Only thing I'm adding is the diced green onions and white onions into that same grease that we just used from for the oxtails. We're going to go ahead and add that in and mix it all in. Get it evenly distributed. It is starting to smell so delicious with the vegetables. 2 more ride or dies. You know I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're still here, why don't you go ahead and remember to hit that like button and share me out. So this is what we have, you guys. Everything's simmered in. We're going to go ahead and add some ginger paste. I used about a tablespoon. You can use more, you can use less. And we're going to go ahead and now add our garlic paste. Let's mix that all in. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in our habanero pepper. Again, I try to follow AJ's directions closely as possible. You can actually add as many as you want in this recipe, and I agreed with AJ with this one just to give us a nice little hint of spice, just in case everyone heat tolerance isn't the same, so just give you a little bite. So we go ahead and mix that in into our vegetables that was cooking. Now we're going to go ahead and add our allspice. You guys, just be careful with the heavy hands with allspice. It can be very strong. And next we're going to add in some of our smoked paprika. We are going to use low sodium soy sauce. And next we're going to add in our Worcestershire, I don't know, sauce as well. And let's get a nice blend. So now, you guys, we're going to go ahead and put our oxtails back in the pot. We're going to let them simmer in this deliciousness for about 2 hours. So we're going to add all of them back in. Look at that. They look like you can eat them now, but not yet, not yet. Let's mix them in with our veggies. Looking good. So for the simmering process for the 2 hours, we're going to go ahead and add the beef broth. I wanted a lot because I wanted a lot of gravy, and I did omit in the video process. I also added a ½ cup of the broth mixed with some cornstarch to make our gravy, and we added that in the pot. And again, we're going to cover these up with a little ventilation with the lid for about 2 hours, checking it periodically, just making sure the sauce isn't getting too thick where it's starting to scorch. And while it's simmering, we're going to add the thyme and some bay leaves and let it do what it do. I was sneaking and peeking. This is about an hour in. Looking delicious. Looking delicious. Smells divine. So while that's finishing up, for its last hour of the cooking, I'm going to go ahead and chop up some cabbage. You guys don't come for me. I told y'all I am not a chef. I was struggling with this head of cabbage, but we're going to go ahead and dice up some cabbage. This is the side choice that I selected to have with our Oxtail Stew. I am not no dicer professional, so you dice up your cabbage to your liking. And for the record, the cabbage was already rinsed clean and the first layer taken off before the cutting process. All vegetables should be rinsed, all veggies. And we're going to take that and use that onion as well with the next step. I'm going to go ahead and dice up these onions. I didn't want too many of them because I'm also going to be adding some other things in the cabbage, but just enough to give it a nice onion flavor. We're also going to add in some carrot shreds in this process when we're cooking. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and dice up 3 whole peppers. I used orange, yellow, and red. You can use whatever color peppers you want or no peppers at all. This is just one of the ways that I prepare my cabbage. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and dice them up, cut off the insides that we will not be eating, and get them ready for the next process. So we're just going to dice. And while we're dicing, don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. Share me out. Don't forget to check out CJ at CJ and Sharice to see his awesome recipe of AJ from #the Cannons. Okay, you guys, so we went ahead and added some olive oil into our pan. I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers and onions into the pan right now. And at this point, I realize I probably will have to transition into a bigger pot, but we're going to go ahead and do what we need to do and saute up these vegetables a little bit in the pan. Let's get a nice mix going. Next, you guys, we're going to add in our carrot shreds. Again, you do not have to add them. I just wanted to add it in there. I love the mixture of cabbage, carrots, and the peppers and onions. We're going to go ahead and season it right now with some garlic powder, some onion powder. And you guys, as you can see, I am a Badia fan. We're going to add our Badia complete seasoning. Use as much as you like. And again, we're going to add some cayenne for a little heat, not a lot. Again, everyone's heat tolerance isn't the same. And most of everyone in my family likes spice, but I didn't want to overwhelm it. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up. Now, I didn't do it this time, but you can add a little Worcestershire sauce into this mixture as well. Believe me, you guys, when I tell you Worcestershire sauce, it does something to the flavor of sauteed vegetables. Trust me. So you see right here, this is where I did transition the vegetables into a bigger pot with the cabbage. The cabbage has steamed to our liking. I do not like mushy cabbage, to each his own. So this has a nice little crunch, but the vegetables were cooked to perfection. The rest of the veggies. Here we are at this was actually 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and add the kidney beans. I drained out that water sauce that they are prepared in. And I forgot to tell you guys, at this point, this is where you should take out your bay leaves and your thyme. I forgot to do that, and I had a hard time trying to find the little rascal of the thyme in here. But you go ahead and take that out, and we're going to simmer that for another 45 minutes, same way we did earlier. And you guys, when I tell you they were coming off that bone, it was just delicious. We went ahead and whipped up some jasmine rice. And again, you can use the size you want. This is what I chose to have with my oxtail stew. And there you have it, you guys. AJ from hashtag the Cannons Oxtail Stew. And when I tell you, it was delicious. Please don't forget to check out my fam CJ over at CJ and Sharice to see his version of AJ's oxtail recipes. This was truly a delicious and, believe it or not, quite easy recipe. Don't forget to check out our fam, hashtag the Cannons, hashtag grow baby grow. I will leave their information down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you'll be notified when I upload another video. Don't forget to smile, because I think you're beautiful. And as always, my good people, keep rising.